graduation plans, mental health, PSAT prep, and everything in between. School counselors have you covered. Whether you're a student, parent, or fellow educator, you're in the right place if you're here for some guidance.
Welcome to another episode of Here for Some Guidance. We are Lorie,
Cece,
and Marsha.
And we want to know,
what's your problem?
Have you ever had a problem you couldn't solve? Well, in this episode, we will introduce you to some simple steps for solving problems. Anyone can do it.
And no, we don't mean math.
Welcome to today's podcast on problem solving for teens. We are teachers from the Tri-County area of Charleston, South Carolina, and we're here to explain the steps in solving problems. MIT's Office of Digital Learning reported that good problem-solving skills empower you not only in your personal life, but are critical in your professional life. Employers often identify problem-solving as critical to employee and student success. Not only that, but problem-solving is a life skill that involves critical thinking, decision-making, creativity, and information processing. And effective problem solvers use a systematic or step-by-step approach that allows them to break down difficult problems into smaller, more manageable parts. So today, we'll be discussing these 4 steps to problem solving: define, prepare, try, and reflect. So firstly, let's get started with defining the problem. It's important to have a clear understanding of what the problem is before you can start to solve it. Take some time to evaluate the situation and identify what specifically needs to be addressed. Once you've got that, then we move on to preparing. This step involves gathering information and resources. This could mean doing research, seeking advice from trusted individuals, or brainstorming potential solutions, and you need to create a plan. In addition, use empathy, which is considering the feelings of others. Think or talk about how you would feel in this same situation and why would you feel that way. While building your plan, if others are involved, recognize how to openly and respectfully share your emotions. Use I feel statements to express your feelings. For example, I feel this when that happens. This statement will allow you and others to share their feelings without placing blame on anyone else. Now, the step is to try. This step involves taking action and implementing your plan that was identified in that previous step. It's important to remain flexible and adaptable during this stage, as unexpected challenges may arise. And finally, we come to reflect. This step involves evaluating how well your plan worked. Take time to assess what worked well and what didn't, and figure out what you could have done differently so in the future or any other situations arise. By following these steps, you can effectively solve problems and overcome challenges that may emerge. Remember, problem solving is a valuable skill that can be applied to many areas of life. And with practice, anyone can become a skilled problem solver.
So let's dive into some specific scenarios that might affect you. Our first example, what if your friend posted harmful content or hurtful content on TikTok? How can you approach this problem? Our first step, define the problem. What specifically is harmful or hurtful about the content? Is it dangerous or offensive, or maybe both? Next, you need to prepare yourself to have a conversation with your friend. In this preparation step, think about what you want to say, how you want to say it, and what you hope to accomplish. When you're ready, try talking to your friend about the content. Be honest about your concerns and explain why it's harmful. Make sure you are using your I feel statement and listen to your friend's perspective too. Finally, reflect on the outcome. Did your friend understand your concerns? Did they take down the content? And if not, what are other options that you can consider?
Thank you, Lorie and Cece. Now, I'd like to start with another example. You thought you were going to do well on the test, but when you get it back, there is a failing grade. Ugh. What to do now? Follow these problem-solving steps to prevent future failures. Step 1, define. What is actually the problem? In this scenario, there could be many reasons why you didn't do well. Here are a couple of ideas to get you started. Did you study? Did you really get enough sleep? Why did you not score as high as you assumed you would? Step 2, prepare. Consider what you defined as a problem, and maybe one of these suggestions could be useful for your plan. You could use flashcards, study partners, practice tests, teacher-prepared study guides, or be sure that you understood the topic for the test. Some other ideas could be sleeping well the night before or eating a good breakfast. Fun fact, according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, teenagers ages 13 through 18 should sleep 8 to 10 hours per night, which can help avoid poor mental health and problems with attention. Are you really getting the right amount of sleep each night? Step 3, try. The next time you have to take a test, which probably will be sooner rather than later, try one or more of these suggested test prep ideas. And the last step is to reflect. How did you do this time? What did you change? And what might be another idea to try if that didn't work as well as you hoped? These are just a couple of examples of how problem solving can be applied to your problems.
So, to sum up, and we don't mean
2 plus 2 equals 4.
Problem solving is not as scary as you thought. Remember the 4 steps: define, prepare, try, and reflect. Define the problem, prepare possible solutions and make a plan, try out your plan, and then reflect on what you did and how well it worked.
So here's your call to action. As students, what are some other situations where you need problem solving? How can you incorporate this into your daily life? Start following these steps today and be on your way to becoming an expert problem solver.
Here for Some Guidance is brought to you by the Low Country Education Consortium, spearheaded by Amy McKenzie and Caitlin Hardwick, and inspired by the Tri-County STEMersion Conference.